Hey guys, what's up? It's ilovebanannas here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Watch Dogs 2. Now, I got this game for Christmas, and since I've played it for probably about 2 weeks, because I had a lot of other games to play and catch up on, one of which was Dead Rising 4, which that's a whole nother story. I did not like that, it just felt rushed, but I will get into that in another video, or maybe not even at all. But anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand, which is Watch Dogs 2. Now, I have nothing but good things to say about this game. When I got it, and I started playing it, I thought the campaign may just be like, okay, you know, just basic hacker, whatever like that. But it actually is a great campaign. The narrative behind it and everything, you really make a connection with Marcus, which is the main character, which I'm not playing as him right now, but he's the main character, and you really develop that deep connection. Now, that doesn't really happen in many video games, I know, at least for me, and when I do develop that, I get like sad when the game ends. I'm like, oh, what do I do with my life now? You know, like things like that, but I mean, I'm going to get into what makes this game so great right now. So, one of the main things is the extraordinary length of the campaign. Now, I would say it probably took me about 8 hours to play this campaign the whole way through, you know, doing the side missions. I mean, then again, I have the difficulty on realistic, which is the hardest difficulty, and it's not because of some pride or something like that. It's just, as I said in previous reviews and previous videos, I started upping the difficulty to the hardest difficulty just so the game would last longer, and you get stuck, and then you have to think, and you have to think out a situation and make your way through it. You're like, okay, so that didn't work, now I gotta try something else, and that's a lot of fun. Next thing is well-developed cutscenes, even for the side missions. Now, I'm not going to say that the side missions are all perfect or anything. Some of the side missions have good cutscenes, but then again, some of the side missions have very bad voice acting. Now, that's not too big of a deal to me, because it is a video game, but that's really cool, because most of the time, side missions don't have cutscenes at all. But like I said, some of them do. Another really cool thing is the fact that they got a lot of the hacking right. Now, any person that's savvy with computers has seen a movie where they're just like, oh my god, did they really just do that? That's not hacking. Like, they have like a command terminal up and just like type blah 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 blah, a bunch of stuff comes up. That's not hacking. But this game actually has a lot of stuff right. Like, a lot of hacking is infiltrating buildings and going into them and actually having physical access to stuff and planning stuff in them, like a backdoor, for example, or a virus. It's not all just like computer nerd stuff, and it's not like, oh, I type 5, 10, 9 or something into a computer and I'll blow a bomb up in North Korea, you know what I mean? It's not like that. But the next thing is character development. You really develop a relationship with the characters, well, at least in my experience, because each character has a very unique personality. For example, Wrench, he's this guy that wears a mask because he doesn't like his face. Actually, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you play the game, you'll know why he doesn't like his face. And it kind of changes his voice too, but it's really cool because like when he blinks, like there's like pixelated eyeballs on his mask and they blink too, and when he's mad, the mask looks mad. But the game has a lot of funny moments in it too, which makes for a great mix with the action. In my opinion, that's just like amazing. Like when a game can have a sense of humor, there's a lot of perverted stuff. Like, for example, if you like scan one of the people in the hacker space or hacker headquarters, sometimes it will say something like, fuck you and your mother, or like, your future boyfriend. It's funny. But another really interesting thing, though, is a lot of the events in the game, although they claim they're not supposed to be relevant to real life, or like they're not supposed to have happened in real life. I mean, they have to do that, I guess, for like legal reasons or whatever. But there's a lot of things that you were like, oh my god, I remember reading about that in the news. For example, there was Martin Shkreli. He was the guy that upped the price of a pharmaceutical drug, and he ended up buying a Wu-Tang Clan album for like $1 million, and that was a big thing. You actually hack him in a side mission, and it's so funny. I mean, he has a completely different name and everything, but you can tell that it's the same guy. He's like, they're like, oh yeah, he's live streaming all the time, playing League of Legends or whatever, or something like that. But no, it's really funny. I really got a kick out of that. The next thing is the additions to the game from Watch Dogs 1. Now, generally, when there's a sequel to a game, I don't like it as much as the prequel to that sequel. So, saying that, I'm going to go out on a limb and tell you guys that this sequel is better than Watch Dogs 1. They actually added stuff to it while keeping the original feel. For example, they added an RC car, which you can drive around, drop bombs and stuff and blow them up. They added a quadcopter, which you can fly around, use its camera, drop bombs, blow stuff up. But with both of these devices, you can also, like, tap into cameras. You can do everything you can do on foot, pretty much. Like, you can set traps up, maybe like a steam pipe explosion trap. But I don't know if they had proximity traps in Watch Dogs 1. I can't remember. But if they didn't, then that's definitely something they added to Watch Dogs 2. Another thing they added was being able to forge evidence or put a hit on someone. You can, like, go up to a person, hold LB on them. It can even be a gang member. And you can press, like, a button, what would be X for me, for example, to, like, send the police after them. It will forge evidence, and then the police will come after them and try to arrest them, and then they'll, like, kill them and stuff. Or you can press B, and it will actually send a gang after them, which is really neat, because they get attacked by a gang, and you're just sitting there like, oh yeah, I did that. Those are the main points I wanted to make. I haven't really tested out the multiplayer too much. I know there is some more stuff to it. The evasions are still there. Or I meant invasions are still there. There's co-op missions now. It kind of feels like GTA Online in a sense, which is kind of neat. Sometimes you'll be walking around in the world and you'll see someone just randomly, and then you can team up with them if you want and do missions together. I don't think you can do single player missions with them, but I'm not positive. But yeah, overall, this game's really great. As far as gameplay seems pretty smooth. I feel like they could have done better with the free running though. It does feel a little bit slow and clunky. But it's still really neat that you can climb onto stuff and jump over stuff. But like I said, a little bit of fine-tuning with that and it would make it great. Who knows, maybe they'll fix that in an update. But, yep, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys all have an excellent day. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys are very appreciated.